Hello everyone. In this class we are going to see about the intercostal spaces. So intercostal spaces, as the name suggests, these are the spaces present between the ribs. Word inter means in between, costa means ribs. These are the spaces present in between the ribs. Before we start in detail about the spaces, we'll have the orientation of these spaces on thoracic cage. So this is now thoracic cage, which forms the skeleton of the thorax. It is formed anteriorly by the sternum, on either side by the ribs with the costal cartilages, and posteriorly the 12 thoracic vertebra with the intervertebral disc. Anteriorly, if you see the sternum, it has three parts: manubrium sterni, body and xiphoid process. Ribs, through this dark color, these are the costal cartilages. Through the costal cartilages articulate with the sternum, and the spaces between the ribs and this costal cartilages, these spaces are called as the intercostal spaces. There are 12 pairs of the ribs, so you expect 11 pairs of the intercostal spaces. Now if you see the last ribs, that is, this is 11th rib, this is 12th rib, because they are not extending up to the anterior side or they are vertebral ribs, the last two spaces, that is 10th and 11th intercostal spaces, are open anteriorly. Now if you see the boundary of the intercostal space, above it is bounded by the lower border of upper rib, below it is bounded by the upper border of the lower rib, anteriorly bounded by the lateral border of the sternum, and posteriorly by the body of thoracic vertebra. And these intercostal spaces, they are narrowest at the vertebral end and they are widest at the costochondral junction. The junction between rib and the costal cartilage is called as the costochondral junction. So they are widest at this part. And there are two parts of this intercostal spaces. The space which extends between the costal cartilages is called intercartilaginous part, and the spaces between the ribs called as the interosseous part. Os means bone. So between the bones it is interosseous part. Okay. We will see these intercostal spaces under following headings. So the headings are introduction to the intercostal spaces, then boundaries of the intercostal spaces, features of the spaces, and lastly the contents of the spaces. Now for the introduction, as you know, these are the 11 pairs of the intercostal spaces situated between the 12 pairs of the ribs. As 11th and 12th pairs of the ribs, they are floating ribs. The last two intercostal spaces, that is 10th and 11th intercostal spaces, they are open anteriorly. That is in the introduction we will be writing. Then coming to the boundaries. So for the boundaries, I have prepared one model. I will show you. So here I have assembled here. These two are the thoracic vertebrae. This is the intervertebral disc between these thoracic vertebrae, and these two are the ribs. These two ribs are there. So now if you see the lateral view, it is like this. So these are the ribs. These are the green color are the costal cartilages of the ribs, and imagine this brown as the sternum. Okay, now coming to the intercostal space, this is the space between the ribs, and this space is called as the intercostal space. So now if you see the boundaries of the intercostal space, it is bounded above by the lower border of the upper rib and its costal cartilage, while below it is bounded by the upper border of the lower rib and its costal cartilage, while anteriorly it is bounded by the lateral border of the sternum, and posteriorly it is bounded by the body of the thoracic vertebra. And this intercostal spaces, if you see the direction, this intercostal space, see, it is directed downwards and forwards. It has two parts. Part between this costal cartilages, this part is called intercartilaginous or interchondral part, and the part between the two ribs is called as the interosseous part. The part of the intercostal space near the vertebral end, posterior end is called vertebral end, is narrow, while the part near the costochondral junction, the junction between the rib and its costal cartilage, this part of the intercostal space is the widest part of the intercostal space. So hope this model has made you to understand the boundaries of intercostal space. So when you are writing about the intercostal space, you'll be writing, so boundaries, now the boundaries of this intercostal space, here above it is bounded, above it is bounded by the lower border of upper rib, and below it is bounded by the upper border of lower rib. Anteriorly, if you see the anterior boundary, anteriorly it is bounded by the lateral border of the sternum. It is bounded by the lateral border of sternum, while posterior boundary, posteriorly it is bounded by thoracic vertebrae, or you can say the body of thoracic vertebrae. Now coming to the features. So what are the features of this intercostal spaces? So as such, you have already seen direction. So these intercostal spaces, they are directed downwards and forwards, downwards and forwards. Then if you see, same thing we are writing as I have told during the model, it is narrowest near the this posterior end or near the vertebral part, it is narrow, while it is broad or widest at the costochondral junction, that is the junction between the rib and its cartilage. And here lastly you will be writing, there are two parts for the intercostal spaces. The part between the costal cartilage is called as the intercartilaginous part, and the part between the ribs is called as the interosseous part. Os means bone, part between the bone is the interosseous part. So that is about the intercostal spaces. About these contents of the intercostal spaces, actually the intercostal spaces contain intercostal muscle, intercostal arteries, intercostal veins, nerves, lymphatics and the lymph nodes. Contents we'll see in the next video. Up till now, I think boundaries of the intercostal spaces you have understood. Okay, so we'll see for the contents in the next video. Thank you.